Yo, what up, man? It's fucking Dour Hour. I gotta get an assistant or something. I'll be doing everything on my own, man. This shit is like 96 things at once. But what are the ways they're gonna get done the way I want it to? So let's get cracking on the Dour Hour. Let me play my motherfucking theme song. Caesar is my host, my esteemed co-host for the afternoon.
.333 R.I.P.P. Don P. Ph.D. Yo. I said R.I.P. TV. Tell the homie. Mob Deep Mondays, that's everyday, thoughty. It's all for the community. That's what P showed me. We lost without the unity. Where the fuck is the OGs? R.I.P.P. God bless the real. Only for the righteous. The rest will go to hell. Flipping through the book of Revelation. Figure it out. Transliterate the translation. Do it yourself. It's the last days. Life is a test and we in a cage. Concrete jungle. Everyday struggle. Fuck the pain. I'm on some HNIC shit. Hegelian 3 shit. If you don't know what I mean, you was never G. Real shit. R.I.P. Yo, P, play that beat back, 333. Burn some weed, repeat that. Shake me up a tuka pack, break me off for 20 piece. I'm gone, never looking back. Y'all can't talk to me. R.I.P. TV, tell the homie. Mob Deep Mondays, that's everyday, thoughty. It's all for the community. That's what P showed me. We lost without the unity. Where the fuck is the OGs? Like the weed, play some IMD for me. It's hell on earth for real, but y'all don't wanna see paper trail politics. All the shit was prophecy, strictly for the family. Peace to the prodigy. R.I.P.P. I sleep when it's time for me. Dope dreams bring the skizzy, pour the Hennessy. Searching for some inner peace, couple hundred G's. Deadly weapons and some weed just for you and me. R.I.P.P. I sleep when it's time for me. Dope dreams bring the skizzy, pour the Hennessy. Searching for some inner peace, couple hundred G's. Deadly weapons and some weed just for you and me. Yo.
What up? What up? What the fuck is up? Apparently it's just me and you for the Dour Hour. It's a little one-on-one time, it looks like. But, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care if it's only me. Consistency is the key. And I'm here. Y'all wonder what's going to happen when the world opens back up. People want to stop fucking with me? Anyway, yeah. Welcome to the Dour Hour. It's just a couple of us right now. So, what the fuck is up? What's going on for, what is today, Wednesday? Wednesday, 2/10/21. What up? I'm about to roll the fuck up. Because it can't be a Dour Hour without some dour. Kal-El, what up, man? You already know, it's the Dour Hour, which is quickly devolving into me smoking a blunt and then me making beats in the afternoon, because I've been in creative mode for like a week, 2 weeks straight now. Who knows how much music I had pent up in me over the last decade where I wasn't making beats. Because that shit is just flying out of me right now. So, I remember way back in the day, in the beginning of the infamous studio run, my partner in crime, Roldy, would travel from Boston to Queens. And we would make beats for about 36 straight hours, it seems like. And, over that day and a half span where we wouldn't sleep and all we would do was eat toasted and buttered blueberry muffins from Dunkin' Donuts. Grill your blueberry muffins, people. It'll change your life. And in that 36-hour run, we'd usually make like 20 or 30 beats. It was crazy. It was crazy the amount of shit we would make in 2 days. I'm not doing that much, but I have been knocking out a little more than one a day, it seems like. So, without having anything to mix right now that I'm under the gun for mixing, I just take usually I mix in the morning after I wake up and meditate. But now I just been fucking banging away on the keyboards and the pads. It's been fun. All thanks to Billy Lyons getting me back into the groove. Because I guess at that point that I was fine with not making any more music and just engineering, just existing, I guess. It's usually how it works. Somebody usually has to shake you out of your funk. It's hard to make that shit happen on your own. I don't even need these right now. What am I doing? Got nobody to talk to but myself. So, what's up? Enough of me spouting nonsense right now. What's up with everybody? What are we accomplishing today? What are we pulling off today? What's up with everybody? What do we want to talk about? Yo, did you guys watch Little Things? Or it's called The Little Things. It just came out. You know, shout out to HBO Max for having all movies that come out in theaters the same day that they come out in theaters right on my phone. That shit is fucking dope. I'm putting Netflix to shame right now. But I did just recently watch The Little Things with Denzel, Jared Leto, or whatever you pronounce his name. The ending was extremely, extremely predictable. If you watch any movies, that was easy. But Jared Leto bodied that role. He did such a good job. Kal-El, you're going to have to use a VPN then. Get a VPN so you can say that you're in New York or something, because you know, I don't subscribe to any streaming services because you can watch everything on the internet for free. Like, it doesn't matter. You can just find it there. It's all out there. But with my AT&T plan, you get HBO Max included into my AT&T plan. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm already paying for the shit. So I started checking it out. It's pretty fucking dope, man. Because I feel like Netflix has gotten so far into just producing Netflix content and whatnot that they've gone away from acquiring big movies and whatnot. And HBO Max just made a power play by having these excuse me. There it was. Excuse me. By having these movie premieres available for 30 days. So, I'm hyped because in 2 days, Judas and the Black Messiah is going to be on HBO Max the same day it's available in theaters. And that shit's fucking cool. I don't know what took all these streaming services, all this shit, why it took them so long to make it available at home. Like, nobody goes to theaters. Wouldn't you rather sit at home and smoke blunts and, like, hang out, hit pause if you need to? You know, there are cinematic experiences that are worthy of traveling to a movie theater, that is for sure. But the majority of them are not. You just want to watch the goddamn movie. Shit's cool. I'm not big on espousing things of this nature. I only talk about the shit that I fuck with. And if you can get it, man, HBO Max pretty fucking dope right now. Yeah, I know Kal-El. I almost started watching The Sopranos because every time I log into my HBO Max, it's like the first thing that pops up, and I'm just like, ooh, that's such an awful big commitment, though. Right now, I'm trying to work my way through the Aliens movies because I watched Prometheus, because I actually like that movie, and there's a real funny story behind that name that I'll tell on a. Actually, I'll tell it now because there's a very limited audience for the Dour Hour. So, there was a girl that I had an entanglement with. You like how I keep using that word. And this is, I don't make these shits up. Yeah, I've watched The Sopranos twice. I still want to watch it. I've watched Breaking Bad like 5 times all the way through. So, there was this individual that I had an entanglement with, and she had a enhanced ability. And we'll just put it this way. It felt like there was a mouth inside of her mouth. I don't know how, but that shit was incredible. So, it was like Alien. You know how there's like a mouth and then the little mouth comes out? So, I didn't want to call her Alien. So, Prometheus had actually just came out. So, I actually called this girl Prometheus. She's in my phone as Prometheus. I told her to her face why I called her that. Like, it wasn't... There's no beating around the bush on this one. But the whole reason I even bring this up, so P and I went to number 8. Static Selector was the DJ that night. And he was up in the upstairs lounge. And we were downstairs. I don't know why we were downstairs because we usually just went straight upstairs. And for some reason, we're downstairs and we're over in the DJ booth. It's just me and P and whoever was DJing the downstairs section. I don't remember at this point. It might actually have been Static. I don't know what the fuck. And this girl texted me. And I started laughing and whatnot. And I just had to tell P. So I literally sit there and tell him the story of Prometheus in the club. And he's just like, no fucking way, dude. I don't believe you. He's like, there's no way you actually called this girl Prometheus. And I pulled up my phone. I'm like, look, should have saved as Prometheus, son. And he was just like, word, yo, I need to try that out. Never lined that up for him because I wouldn't ask a female to be like, yo, why don't you top my mans off, even though it's P. I'm just, that's beyond my realm of humanity. But P ended up putting it in a song. I can't remember, it was a guest appearance for somebody. But he actually put it in a song. He said, Prometheus Dome, that head is awesome. And literally, there's got to be, now that I just told you that story, there's got to be like 4 people on the planet who even knew what that line meant. Like actually knew what he was talking about instead of just inferring about Prometheus. But now you know. She knew. I told her, I was like, yo, you made it into a P song. You're fucking legendary. She actually said, I ain't even mad at that. I was like, you shouldn't be. You got a very particular skill set. So, yeah, if I can ever find that guest appearance where P says Prometheus Dome, that head is awesome, I'm going to play it because that's such an inside joke, like an inside story, and then he put it in a song and no one will have any fucking clue what he's actually talking about within that, what that line actually means, which is hysterical to me. I mean, it's Prometheus. If you've seen the movie, you can kind of get the idea of what he was talking about, but to actually know... Yeah, so that's the story of Prometheus. I hope she's doing all right. Yo, I once dated a girl. Well, I like to say entanglement. I once had a 3-year-long entanglement with a girl, and I literally, to her face, called her succubus for 3 years. I told her on the second time we ever hung out, I knew exactly who you are and why you're here. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you're a fucking succubus. You're here to drain my energy and stop me from achieving greatness. And I mean, at the time, she thought it was cute. But, you know, as the years went by, she did not think that shit was so funny. But, I mean, I called her succubus to her face. I don't hide this shit. Prometheus, she heard it. Yeah, you're Prometheus. Succubus, like, no, you're a succubus. I had to explain to her what a succubus was. And then, I'm not even making this one up. She kind of agreed with it. Like, oh, yeah. That sounds like me. I was like, uh-oh. It was too late. I was already sucked in. Literally. Too late. I had to grow and mature before I could walk away from such scenarios. Well, yeah, that's that fucking topic of discussion. I don't know how the hell we got onto that. Oh, HBO Max and Prometheus. I literally just watched it again the other day. It could have been so much better because Ridley Scott is a dope-ass director. But, you know, I liked it. Whatever. Not every movie is Joker. You're not going to have some once-in-a-generation cinematic experience and whatnot on every fucking movie. So let's temper our expectations a little bit. But I fuck with Ridley Scott, so... So I made it through Alien, which was cool. That's good. I mean, I watched all these as a kid, but now I'm watching them with a different perspective, especially after watching Prometheus. And then I got to Aliens, and it's all right, I guess. But then I got to the third one, and I'm not going to be able to watch that shit. It's so stupid. The alien's a dog now. Like, it's so stupid. So, what else is going on? It looks, Kal-El, it might just be me and you right now, which, like I said, I don't fucking care. Yeah, Kal-El, I do, I watch movies based on who directed. Like, I'm not necessarily like an actor or an actress or performance chaser. But I watch movies based on the direction. So there's certain directors that I like. Ridley Scott's fucking dope. Darren Aronofsky, or however you say his name, he's amazing. Christopher Nolan, are you kidding me? That guy's fucking incredible. So yeah, it doesn't even matter what their movies are about, I'll watch them. Which is how Christopher Nolan got me to even get into the whole Batman thing, because you guys have to remember, Heath Ledger, before he was the Joker in Batman, was a gay cowboy on Brokeback Mountain. Literally, the movie before Joker was a gay cowboy. And what a leap to go from gay cowboy to the Joker and pull both of them off successfully. Oh, man, see, Kal-El, that shit's going to be so dark and disturbing then, because that guy he doesn't know how to make any movies that don't make you want to question your own reality and existence. His movies are so twisted. But, he made my favorite movie of all time, is without question. Requiem for a Dream is the best movie I have ever seen in my life, without question. This shit is amazing. Now, that last movie this guy put out, Mother, oh boy. I don't know if you saw that one. That one's a little bit brutal, to say the least. Yeah, that one was tough. Whoa, boy. I mean, it's crazy because, like, his movies are shot so well. They're done so technically. He's so gifted. And he's such a good director. And I know he was trying to push the limits and whatnot, because that's what people do with art. But boy, Mother was tough to make it through. Dude, they eat a fucking baby on that shit. It's like, and they made the sound effects of the bones crunching and whatnot really extra loud in the mix on the movie, so it's like completely over exaggerated that they're eating this baby. It's fucking stupid. Well, listen, Kal-El. If you can separate everything and just say that you're watching a movie and not try to like be brainwashed or get some derivative message from this experience, then yeah, knock yourself out. But if you're going in there with the ability to be swayed by what you're watching, don't watch that shit, dude. That is... Even my niece, we looked at each other when it was over like, yo, that was the weirdest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. Okay, no it wasn't. I'm lying. There's a weirder movie. There's actually 2 that I've seen that are worse than that. Well, 3 if you count Gator Bait, but that one doesn't count. So, if you've ever watched Belly, within the first 20 minutes, whenever they go to DMX's estate in Jamaica Plains or Jamaica Estates, wherever it's at. Jamaica Plains is fucking Boston. I'm an idiot. And they walk into his crib, and he's just like, yo, y'all got... He's got this shit playing on the projector. And the one dude in there is just like, yo, the fuck you be watching in here? And DMX says, yo, it's just bugged out. You gotta check it out. So the movie that they're watching within the movie is called Gummo. And it's about a tornado ripping through this small town in Ohio. And then the movie takes place like months after the tornado when the government didn't come in and help clean anything up. Yo, that movie is so fucked up. That movie is so goddamn twisted, dude. It's really fucked up, man. And then there's another one called Trash Humpers. Dude, that one's not even a movie. That's literally just like a YouTube prank that's 2 hours long. Or an hour and whatever. It was so stupid. I couldn't even make it through that one. Yeah, dude, Gummo is fucking... Dude, when he's pimping out his mentally challenged sister and watching, like, geez, what the fuck, yo? I mean, I understand shit like this happens. And I guess if you don't see it, you won't even think about it. Out of sight, out of mind mentality. But what in the actual fuck is going on there? Fucking nuts, dude. What else is going on with everybody? Me and Kal-El sitting here having a one-on-one conversation. What's going on, man? I know it can't just be the two of us. Not yet. Not yet. It's in a list of things for me to watch. I don't watch a whole lot of stuff. It has to be, in order for me to digest something, it has to have been recommended by 3 trusted sources. And by the time the third one comes, I'll be like, all right, you got it. Yo, Wosk, I got to email you, homie. We got a couple things to do. Super simple. But you know I got you, homie. It's time to, I got some photos back from photo shoot, so I will be hitting you up sometime this afternoon. Actually, as soon as I get done with this, I'll probably hit you. But yeah, so got a couple things to do real quick. Other than that, what up, homie? The architect of the icon. I mean, what part of the world are you in? Because it's 20 degrees in New York. And you go snowblind out there right now. I was literally outside like this. It was so bright. It's just a sheet of white everywhere, and the sun is just reflecting off of there. It's like snow blindness conditions, like you're in the Antarctic. My dog loves the shit. Like it's hard to get him to come inside, but like shit ain't for me, man. I'm not built for that. But these are the sacrifices I make for the wolf. Man, I mean, normally I'd talk some shit right now about how you're like in the tropics and I'm in the ass in inside of the Ice King's asshole right now with all this snow and ice. Vita, what up? But I'm not going to. Fuck it. My dog loves this, and I'd do anything for him. So we out here now. What I won't do though is move to a climate that is always like this. There's got to be a compromise, Wolf. I'm not doing this shit 365 days a year. This sucks. Yeah, nah, the wolf loves this shit, man. I mean, I call him the wolf because he is a husky and he's an extreme alpha, so he exhibits a little bit more wolf traits and characteristics than a normal husky does. And he kind of looks like a wolf, so call him the wolf because he's a wolf. I'm about that wolf life. There's two things that you can guarantee I'm about: that wolf life and moose bacon. What up? I ain't forget. I'll never forget moose bacon. Well, the husky, my dog walks at least 2 miles with me. He also has a play group that he's in at minimum an hour a day. It's usually 2. And then my roommate walks him and her dog in the evening for a couple miles. So he gets it in, man. It is a commitment. It is a lot of work to make sure that if you are going to get a type of dog that is genetically built to run for 100 miles a day, that you kind of got to feed that instinct. I mean, don't get it twisted. He's a Brooklyn wolf, man. He is a city wolf, but still got to get all that energy out. He's only 3 years old, so he's got a lot of juice, especially in the snow. This guy's uncontrollable. Almost fucked a dog up on the way home. And he loves female dogs, but this female dog would not shut up, and it got too close to him. I thought, you want to fuck that dog up. I'll tell you right now, if you have a husky or if you're around one and you see their back teeth, just back away. Nothing good is about to happen out of that. The front teeth, whatever, it's just a show. Just to intimidate you. If they've gone enough to show you the back, there's no more intimidation now. It's you just back away. Nothing good is going to happen out of this scenario. And whichever dog is close is going to get fucked up. What kind of dog you got, Obi? And what's everybody's thoughts on dogs? I guess that'll be the question right now. Big dog or little dog? I don't like little dogs. There are certain little dogs that I think are hilarious. I would never own a little tiny dog myself because, I mean, what's the point? I'd just rather have a cat. If you're going to have something that small, at least a cat has claws and shit and can defend itself. A little tiny dog like that, somebody just kick it across the room. Yeah, send it to me. I love dogs, man. I'm about that dog life. I like dogs more than humans. Dogs don't lie to you. If they don't like you, you're going to know it. There's no faking in dogs. Yeah, man. Allie, what up, man? I got it depends on which breed. Like, I understand there are inherent fears within dogs. I mean, the wolf is my first dog. So now that I have 3 years of experience with a very large dog that happens to be an alpha, I'm not really scared of other people's dogs by any means whatsoever. Even if they were to attack, I've broke up so many dog fights at the dog park because most owners, the fight or flight happens even if it's dogs fighting. And most of them are just like, what do I do? Fucking like stop them two from trying to kill each other. It's not that difficult. I have got hit a couple times. There was a husky that bit the shit out of my hand, had my whole hand leaking. Like, but I was saving that dog's life because it was getting fucked up by a pit bull. Yeah, nah, Allie M, that's what happens, man. The trauma sticks with you. There's only one way to get over it. It's just like do some therapy sessions with a therapy dog. My dog would be awesome. He is a service animal, and he's extremely empathetic. And he never gets excited or reacts like that. So, it's fucking dope, man. Wolves, they are extremely intense. You just have to remain calm and not do anything stupid like try to stick your hands in between them. That's retarded. Dogs are fighting, man. Just pick out whichever one's the biggest one and kick it in its top shoulder. Down. Like you're stomping on it. That's their center of gravity. The shit collapses immediately, and then you can separate the two. It's really easy. It's so easy. It works every single time. Doesn't matter which breed. Get the fuck away from me. And you're not actually kicking them. You're just pushing them with your foot, which is, keeping your hand away from them. It's not that difficult, but if they lock on, if it's a pit or something, you got to pick their back legs up. You pick up their back legs, it's a dominance thing that they can't understand because nothing ever picks up their back legs. They're like, what the fuck is this? And they kind of just like let go because they can't comprehend what's actually going on. So they are extremely intense. I had a husky bite the shit out of my thumb, and I had a Spanish water dog bite my right hand. But I promise you, the second that fucking dog bit my hand, I punched him in his face like he was a grown man. That shit pissed me off. He had absolutely no reason to bite me. I was an innocent bystander. Vita, I trade my dog at home. It's just me and him. Now, it's funny because having an alpha, no matter which breed it is, there's some females dogs that we know in his play group that are alpha females, and they fuck other female dogs up, but there's always challenges and whatnot, and it's funny having a wolf because I tell everyone he's a finisher. He doesn't start fights, but he sure as fuck finishes them. So you got to push his buttons for him to snap, but when he does, it is over quick. Plus, dude, he's got so much fucking fur on him. Even when dogs bite him, he doesn't even get close. He got a whole defense mechanism. How do you train it? Whatever your dog does, embrace and encourage. And then the thing that worked the most for me, homie, is show them gratitude. Tell them thank you, and that, tell them that, you got to reward them verbally and show them gratitude when they do things properly. It's not all about just no, 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 no. The whole no, yelling and no, that shit doesn't work. It's other ways. And then at least once, you're going to have to punch your dog in the face when it does something stupid so that you could set the boundaries and be like, see, this is what I can and will do to you. And then you'll never have to do it again. I thought my dog was going to kill this little dachshund that like snapped at its face. He was just chilling. and the thing would not leave it alone. And he started growling. I was just like, yo, you better get your dog out of here, man. And the owner was not quick enough to act, and that little dachshund snapped at Judah's eye, and I thought he was going to kill that dog. I had to let him have it, man. I gave it to him, and then I've never had to do it again. Not even really the threat of it. Dude, he was going to kill that dog. That thing was so small. He was so pissed off, and he had every right to be pissed off. The shit was snapping at his eyeball. So, that's that. So, I just got a message of some things I got to handle, so I'm not going to roll second blunt for the Dour Hour. It's Wednesday. I got nothing going on tonight. Except making beats and mixing records and normal things. So you'll probably see me later if I feel like it. If not, then tomorrow is Beat Boutique. So get your music together for tomorrow so we can help make it better together. And then I will also be discussing at length the new show that I'm going to be doing on Sundays called Beat Shop, to where you guys will have the opportunity to shop your beats to a very specific rapper who happens to be coming to the show for that day. So it's something new that I'm trying to put together. I will keep you in the loop. I got a couple things I got to do. Until then, RIPP 333. And yeah, man, stay safe out there and get your crypto together.